basically, the only revision was this one area here. We are increasing our lots, and we also increased the open space. I sent Mr. Harshman a revised plan as well, so he could look at. And I'd be happy to answer any questions anybody might have.
Ben, I'm going to ask you to speak to a couple points. In particular, on the drawing, you guys put together a bulk table highlighting the general zoning characteristics of the property.
Yes, sir.
You expressed to us that this master plan revision is consistent with the original master plan that was approved with respect to minimum lot areas, minimum setbacks, density with respect to open space, maintaining a PRD buffer around the perimeter, the general configuration of the streets. Speak to those high points so that the board and the public can understand that this change in the numbers, does it affect any of the other parameters of that original PRD approval?
The open space is increasing. There was a slight decrease in lot area. It's still well within it's within the requirements. Otherwise, the setbacks, everything else will remain the same. So there will be no major changes to that, just minor revisions.
Are we approving this, nothing to do with water loan, Jamie, on the drawing?
Exactly. Now this, what they're asking for, and Mr. Sweat can speak to this as well, is it's just a master plan revision. So it's really the high level aspects of the development that we're looking at, the general configuration of the lots and streets, the bulk area requirements as far as what's the number of lots shown, the setbacks that they're shown between the homes. What this does not get into is any of the detailed land development requirements such as grading or stormwater or utilities or erosion control. All of those things are handled in the actual detailed final land development plans, which have not yet been submitted. I understand this request is to give them the assurance that they can proceed to final design, or quite a bit of engineering cost involved in developing those final plans. And because the number of lots has varied through the course of application process on this, the original PRD application narrative states approximately 125 units. At one point in time, there were 116 lots documented in some of the review correspondence. And at one point in time, there was 104. So that, I mean, there have been 3 engineers on this project. It's changed many times through the course of activities. So what I'm hoping that they can make clear to the board tonight is that this plan is consistent with what the board and the public have seen in the PRD conditional use hearing and the plans that have been previously submitted. For example, if they were proposing a significant number more homes, if they were reducing the open area, if they were proposing closer setbacks, I mean, those are some significant things that we want to look at, which is why I posed the question, is this consistent with what we've seen before?
Where would they be accessing off of Water Long? Is that the bottom?
That's that is right here on the plans.
And is that the same location that was on the original PRD plans that were approved?
Yes, sir.
At the last meeting, I kind of summarized the process. I'm going to do it again since it's an action item.